Hey, this is Robert Naini, your spray foam advisor. And over the past month, February of 2018, we've just shared almost a dozen videos from the spray foam show held in Mobile, Alabama this year, hosted by SPFA, the Spray Polyurethane Foam Alliance. All of those videos are available on our website. Check out our blogs from the past month, and you can find links to all those videos. It's been terrific. It's been amazing. I also want to share with you the Spray Foam Professional magazine, and I've been reading a couple of different articles out of this, and there's a topic that I want to talk about that Kurt Riesenberg, he brings up. He talks about it in the intro article, the Executive Director's Corner of the magazine, and he talks about motivation. He talks about people's motivation for why they do what they do. And for many of us, when we're employees, our motivation is a paycheck. Our motivation is our family because we have bills to pay. Our motivation is our boss because we have expectations. And if you think about this, this is pretty much how most of us operate our whole lives, right? When you start out, you're in school, you're expected to perform to your teacher's expectations. You're expected to perform to your parents' expectations. You have all types of expectations throughout your schooling where you're expected to perform for other people. So it's really ingrained in us to perform at the expectations that other people set for us. We're really trained in this mindset of taking actions and doing things that are expected of us by other people who are in a presumably higher ranking or higher position of authority, whether that's a parent, a teacher, a boss, a manager, whatever that situation is. There's oftentimes some outside force, some external force, some person that is setting the expectations or guiding us on the journey that we're on. And we really perform to try to achieve those expectations. And if you've been an athletic person, this happens with your coaches. As I mentioned, it happens in schooling with your teachers. You see this all the time in families where you're trying to perform because of your parents, or you're trying to outperform one of your siblings because of that sibling rivalry, or there's these external factors that drive you to make choices and do the things that you do on a daily basis. And sometimes that works. And for most of the employees out there, this is at least a way to drive people to actually take some action and actually take some steps of success or steps towards success along their journey. And it's that exterior force provided by an external source that really gets someone to take action. But where ultimate motivation comes from is yourself. It comes from within, but you have to tie it to something on the outside. Because if you just leave it to yourself, and many of you entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, guys that work for themselves, you're going to understand this better than anybody. If you just leave it to yourself, if you have a responsibility and you know you need to do something and you know something needs to be accomplished, if you just leave it to yourself, it's so easy to just say, you know what? I can do that tomorrow. If there's not some external force that's guiding you, that's pushing you to achieve this, to accomplish it, to take those action steps, it's really, really easy to push it off until another day. And since if you're an entrepreneur, then oftentimes you're the boss, and then you can put yourself off for another day. And then that creates procrastination, which is a detriment to success. And so what you really need to do is you need to find that combination of external motivation that ties to internal motivation. And for a lot of us, it's that internal motivation is the feeling of success. It's the feeling of accomplishment. It's the desire to achieve is what that internal motivation is. But you have to tie it to something external. And many times, for most of us, it's going to be supporting our family. It's going to be making sure that we take care of ours and we get the things done that we need to get done so that we can pay the bills for the family, so that we don't leave our families behind, so we take care of the roofs over our head and get the bills paid, and we have something to show for it for the family. And it's really a way to dig in and tie your internal motivation to your external motivation to really understand these principles. Now, there are a select few of you out there that just naturally are driven to succeed no matter what at all costs. And I applaud you. I love success. My goals are to achieve, but I have learned that while I have that natural drive to succeed, that I need to combine an internal motivation, that natural drive to succeed, with an external motivation. And I try to rely on, my family and my support team and the people around me that that really help pull things together and get me on my path. And if you don't have that, it's really good. It may be a really good idea for you to reach out and find someone that can be an accountability partner that can help you in this process. Because ultimately, that's what you're looking for. That's what those authorities that were in a power position were doing before, is they were acting as an accountability partner, but they had some type of force or leverage over you from a position of power. And you can really look to find someone that's more a peer that provides that accountability, so that you can report back to them your actions and your results and work together to help them succeed the same that they're helping you succeed. So that's been my tip for today. It's how do you tie your internal motivation to your external motivation to make sure that on a daily and weekly basis you are taking the action steps needed to get to the levels of success that you desire and that you have planned for your future. This has been Robert Naini with Spray Foam Advisor. Thanks for checking us out. Catch us on some more videos.